And friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the news of the day. Recently, media played a news and it's as late as today that, Army officers are now going to get posted to the Navy and the Air Force. Indian Army officers, more than 40 of them have been shortlisted for various positions, and what they're going to do in the Navy and the Air Force is interesting. Pretty much the same kind of work that they did in the Army: radars, missiles, maintenance, logistics, etc. Now, obviously there is a philosophy behind this, and that is called jointness. Now, what is jointness? Jointness is the ability of the Army, Navy and the Air Force to fight together. Maybe I'm oversimplifying this because it is highly sophisticated and highly complicated, and I'm just trying to make it easy to digest, easy to swallow when I say the ability of the three forces to fight together. However, having said that, it's very important. And so they have said that there will be cross-posting, cross-transfers, and people will go from the Army to the Navy and the Air Force. Now, I'd like to mention a point here which I think is extremely important, and that point is this. You're talking about physical integration. You're talking about manpower integration, asset integration, but nobody is yet talking about emotional integration. If there is a difference of opinion in the Army, Navy and the Air Force, so there is no conflict, there is no competition, because every force, every armed force has its own area of operations, but yes, I think emotional integration is called for. And the more interaction you have between these three services, the better it will be. One is, of course, the hard stuff that you're doing. You're posting people here and there. But, what about posting people in the staff? Let us say there is a general. A general will have his own staff, at the corps commander, at an army commander level. Why not? Let's mention Kashmir, for example, 15 Corps. There should be Air Force and Navy officers serving in Corps headquarters, 15 Corps in Srinagar. It will be a wonderful exposure for them because they would have seen nothing like it, absolutely. Nothing like it. What about posting two Army officers on every destroyer? The captain of the ship, I'm sure, can find something for them to do. Something which is administrative in nature, because obviously the ship's weapon systems and communication systems will be impossible for an Army officer to understand, because they're totally different from the Army. In the shore, yes. On sea, maybe not. But there are so many other things that, they could do. Maybe on an aircraft carrier, maybe on a submarine. This will give them exposure to how the other services work in operational environments. And I think this is something that must be done. Emotional integration is also extremely valuable. I would love to see Air Force officers, in Ladakh, not as part of the Air Force, because you have fighter squadrons in Ladakh, as part of 14 Corps, properly posted there, living together, common messes in which they live together, and this will help in emotional integration. So this is one thing that I thought I'll share with you. Very important news, but we should take it a step further actually.